There we go. Hello, GM. Welcome to From A to Z, an Aavegotchi podcast. I'm Z-Fi.
Zombie Shepherd, how's it going, man?
Doing great. It was a kind of a rest week last week, so I'm feeling caught up, feeling refreshed. I had, as you know, in Bankless Style was Gap Week last week, so it's kind of like a vacation week. You do your seasonal sprint, you get a week at the end to kind of take a break and a breather, and then you come back for the next season. So last week was Gap Week. I was leaning into that as much as I could. I wanted to reduce as much work as I possibly could avoid. It's still get away with it, So that was nice. Got a little bit of a recharge. Kind of took a disconnect this weekend from everything. Discord completely. Aavegotchi, everything. I just turned it off. Focused on just kind of clear my head, and I've been jonesing for gameplay, as you know. So I fired up Anno 2205. It's like a world building game, kind of like a SimCity. It's like a combo hybrid world builder economy manager kind of thing. But
Okay.
I dig them, and I put some hours into that and built quite an empire. But it was a good mental. It was a good mind break there. So
Hell yeah.
hey, if anyone's watching and they're interested in those types of games, the real time strategy or whatever it's called, hit me up. I'd love to join a multiplayer game, or if you're into Anno 2205, if I can, I'll invite you to my empire, or at least stream it. I think I'm kind of proud of it. It's worth nothing. That's the thing with non-blockchain gaming. There's no asset value whatsoever. But gosh, do I feel good about it. But yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit out of the loop, having missed stuff this weekend. I'm hoping you can kind of help me catch up on some of the Aavegotchi stuff in this show.
Yeah.
What's new with you?
Absolutely. Let's see what's been going on. I mean, I've been spending a lot of time in the studio. I recorded some vocals this week. Actually, you know what's funny? I meant to tell you this before the show started, but I might as well tell you on the show anyway. I had a funny thought because of I did tell you part of this thought about productivity and creativity, but Chris Comrie had a video that he posted on Lens that he said something like, and he might have got this from Tim Ferriss or somebody else, but it was like when you're doing something difficult, like just think about if this was easy, what would it look like? And that's how you figure out how to make a process easier, how you eliminate, like sometimes like with editing, good practices will make it to where editing is easier for you later down the line and things like that.
We've even learned that with the show here.
Right, exactly. But I had the thought today that I was like, because I was having this kind of roadblock where I'm incredibly productive a lot of the time. And then I realized like sometimes I'll be really productive and not have a good day. And it's like because I didn't have enough creative time. And that's kind of like my play time when I actually get to be purely creative. And I had this thought thinking about that quote. I was like, what would this look like if it was fun? And that's what I need to start bringing to the studio more. Like when I'm working on things like, or even setting up my processes in Ableton and how I plan to go into the studio, if I can design it where it's like, what would it look like if this were fun and easy? That's another big part of it is you want it to be.
You're going to be more productive and enjoy doing it more.
Right. So that's something I thought I had. And so yeah, that's kind of what's up with me. I've just been working on stuff and things and lots of secret things in the background, and obviously working on work.
Oh sure.
Bankless DAO's kicking back off, and then ETH Denver's right around the corner, so a lot of planning and work goes into that. And then we've been doing our morning. I guess I might as well. I'll plug it now.
Yeah, this is perfect. I wanted to know about it.
We're doing our morning Twitter spaces, GM with GMI. It's me, Zounzy, Mycelium, Hefe, and No Futuristic. We have 5 of us because, it's a fresh thing and we've all made it so far, but it's only day 2. But it's so that people can revolve in and out. Like I probably am not going to make it tomorrow because I have the AV Guild meeting on Wednesdays, so I may not be able to make it. Or since it's only a half hour this first week, I might just be late to the AV Guild meeting. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah,
it's a good thing to have a little bit of rotation, a little bit of backup there, so it's flexible.
Exactly. And Hefe said he won't be there on Fridays, so Fridays somebody else is going to kind of have to take the lead on that. Which I'm good for that morning because I'm always available anyway because I have the bank.
Oh, you're on. You're ready. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, so just one more call on Friday for me. That's fine. But yeah, GM with GMI Monday through Friday. We're going to be talking about Polygon, Aavegotchi, Lens, and then as it expands, we're hoping to bring in other projects on Polygon, other NFT projects. You know, we're just really highlighting the whole Polygon ecosystem, and it's cool because we're all OG Gotchi gang, but we're all by default we're also OG Polygon users. But Zounzi and I are both like from the first wave of Polygon advocates.
You actually worked with the Polygon DAO, right?
Right. This was even before the Polygon DAO. So Zounzi and I met like probably, I think that was May or June of 21. And we were brought in as the first wave of Polygon advocates, which was actually the very like early stirrings of the Polygon DAO. But the Polygon DAO no longer exists while the Polygon advocates does.
I see.
Polygon DAO is where I met Mycelium.
Oh, I forget he was in the Polygon circles there too, but that makes sense because he was.
I also met him at Bankless DAO, but we met each other all over the place in the halls of Polygon. So yeah, it's just a really cool to have a Twitter Spaces going where it's like us OG people like kicking it together, talking about Polygon. I used to do Polygon Twitter Spaces last year with some other Polygon advocates, Jorge and Nick, and yeah, we did Shill Your Dap, which was fun. So, oh no, we've got a clone. A clone has entered the chat.
I poked him for the sticker contest results. That's next up.
I see. That might.
So I'm hoping it's Hefe. Otherwise, imposter. It's a zombie clone.
Zombie clone. So yeah, I mean that's what's going on with us. I also posted a funny little video today. There's too many fucking podcasts, and then I announced all of our podcasts.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh.
While someone else has joined the room, was that a blank? What happened there? I have my notes.
I don't know. We are not. It's they left.
Some struggles.
They had OBS on, so it shows up as a virtual camera, even if it's off.
Good call.
So yeah.
Well, I'm hoping Hefe does join us. We had our Etherverse sticker contest that was to end today, and we were going to announce the winner based on the vote. There was a tally form that went around for you to vote on your favorite 3 of a batch of like 14 or 15. So a lot of submissions, a lot of contributions, a lot of Gotchi Gang artists getting fired up about ETH Denver. Love to see it. But I the results. I don't have access to the tally backend, so I'm hoping Hefe joins us.
Until we get
follow
the
that
results,
up, though, we have another.
Announce the winners.
That's right. We don't know. We're just going to have to, cliffhanger it for a sec. But to follow that, starting after this show, and with the deadline of next week's show.
I hear you, buddy. Hefe's in there.
Oh, you can hear me. All right.
There we go.
Nice.
I see. It's the zombie clone.
There's a couple zombies in here. I don't know why it's like that, but I wasn't prompted. Yeah, I'm gonna screen share my screen right now. Tally.
Yeah, we must be having some UI issues. Restream is telling me that nobody's watching, and I know that's not possible.
That's not possible.
People couldn't possibly have something better to do on Valentine's Day than to hang out.
Oh my God, it's Valentine's Day. I forgot about that. I mean, I'm having fun, so it's fine. But I forgot that for context.
Yeah,
Well,
I made a
other people,
sufficiently
I don't know.
depressing playlist for zombie time, so it's
Perfect. I bought a big bag of chocolate yesterday, so that'll help.
Oh man, bastard. I think I'm out of
Let
chocolate.
me
I
share
think
it
all
with you
I've got is
guys.
maybe some peppermint bark, which is
Hefe, I'm
it's
sharing your
homemade
screen right
peppermint
now.
bark.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, I'm just gonna share. I'm sharing a tab. Let me share my whole screen here.
okay. You got it.
It's being weird. One sec. Okay. I think it
Sticker
might work now.
results. Yeah, here we go.
Boom.
Sick. Okay, should we go? Yeah, we've cut it off officially. No stickers. Don't send us your designs.
You can, but you're not on the list.
If you have some good designs, actually do send them to us. But go to
They
the
just won't be for this.
Aavegotchi.
It'll be for the next thing.
What's that?
No.
Yeah, you could wait till next, or you could go to the fake Gotchis Eat Denver art contest, which we can talk about that right after.
Oh
this.
yeah, that's the jam.
My audio is tweaking out on me, man. Just give me 1 second here. It's just being weird.
It's sounding okay on our end.
Yeah, no, it's just
Coming through clear.
it's just my audio interface is coming through my computer.
I got you.
But we look good now. We're good. So yeah, so this is the sticker production survey. This is we had 14 submissions put in through the Aavegotchi community. Some of our most well-known artists submitted the sticker designs, and
Looking
we
good,
put a
man.
oh man, all of them. I wish we could print them all out, but that would just drain our skinny budget for East Denver. So we've decided to do 5. So we're going to produce 5 stickers, the top 5, and there were 94 entries on the poll. So a lot of people voted, which was great.
Nice.
And so yeah,
go ahead. I didn't vote. I just realized.
Shame.
How am I supposed to pick favorites here? You know what I mean?
You could have been the tiebreaker, man. Some of these were pretty close. So look at them here in a sec. But let's go through the stickers first, and I want you to have you guys test and see which 5 actually made it, because I already know which ones are the winners. But
how many are we taking?
So we got
how many designs are going to make it? 5 are going to make it. 5.
And we're printing half sheets, right? It'll be like a sheet of all 5. The way that you're planning on having stickers is a sheet of all the varieties, right?
Initially, initially we were gonna do the sticker sheet, but it would just make it really hard to give those out, because we would only be left with 100 sheets. So what we're doing now is die cut. I got a person that does same day printing on stickers, great price. We can get some die cut stickers.
Those
Let
are
me
individuals.
Ask you a question. Right? If I was to,
that's right.
Maybe this is an off-air question, but I'm already here, so here we go. If I was to get you some designs, or could I contact them and get them printed and you pick them up, kind of thing?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Because I could pick them up for my local.
All right. Well, I'll get some information from you, because I may get some. We did some Lone Raffle and Sus patches that I want to get on for my jacket. But some of the patches might look good as stickers, so I may just do a sticker pack and get you to pick it up. Lone Raffle and Sus sticker pack. Here's some more alpha. I just designed a Lone Raffle and Sus t-shirt, and I think that's how you'll be able to get a Lone Raffle and Sus fake Gotchi for a while. If you buy the t-shirt to get the Gotchi,
that's the way to do it.
Right now that I'm on a hold, there's none on the GBM. There's a few overpriced JPEGs on the bazaar.
Hell yeah. I feel that, man. I think I'm going to get some business cards printed out. I'll get some things to pass around. And then I got a 1-of-1 East Denver stamp that I designed. Actually, I didn't design it. Huck, was it Huck Curly Fred? No, it was Gotchi Bulls that animated it. And I was like, dang, that looks sick. But it's a 1-of-1 4x4, so 4-inch by 4-inch rubber sticker. and
That is
it'll
so
stamp the
awesome.
Eat Denver logo with the Aavegotchi. And I got a purple like ink pad so we can get the, the purple ink. And then we got like little like white linen cotton, like they're cotton goodie bags, like they're drawstring bags, so you can reuse them. And then I'm gonna stamp them. We're gonna stamp each one with the Aavegotchi logo, so you get this like
Nice.
reusable bag. Yeah, you can put like your seed phrase or hard wallets in it and shit. And that'd be cool.
I like this.
You put it in the little baggie, and then you can leave Eat Denver, and you don't get wrench attacked.
There you go.
I was bummed to hear that you were giving that stamp away because when I heard the stamp existed, I was like, must own stamp. And then you decided you were giving it away. So whoever wins this or gets this or earns or somehow ends up with this stamp, at me. I want
At
that
me. Hop in your boy DMs.
That's right. That's right.
And then Choina also donated 4 ski passes at Eat Denver. So I don't know how we're gonna figure that out. But
that's super
4
fun.
ski passes. Yeah.
Nice.
So we got a nice prize pack to give away. You can maybe we can package it off together. So it's like you get the 4 ski passes and the stamp together, and then you gotta like actually use the stamp.
Oh man.
No, I don't know. I'm just making things up.
So hit us with these stickers
yeah.
though. Let's learn about these stickers. What do we got?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do each one. I think I can remember who made them offhand. So this first one was Hot Curly Fry with the Snick.
Yeah.
And this is actually a real Gotchi card that's been immortalized as a sticker now. So
I love this one.
I love it. It's great. It has the fake Gotchi. I think it's the only one that's hitting on the fake Gotchi element out of all the whole sticker pack. So I hope it wins. We got
That's
this
true.
one by
that one really does that one does it for me.
The second one or the first?
Like, the hot
checks
curly
all the
fry.
boxes.
That one really checks all the boxes. It's like
me too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Sorry.
Next one is T-Bird. This one's by our T-Bird. He has the Sporkdow logo with the Aavegotchi. I like
those trees. Remind me of that ski game on Windows. You know, like there was that game where you have to ski downhill and not hit trees, and then there's like a Yeti that comes out if you get far enough.
I do not know this one.
I'm old.
Let's see.
I'm just showing my age.
Foreign knows.
Well,
there you go.
Well, see,
what was the name of that
replaced
game?
the
Like
Yeti with the
Downslope or
Gotchi.
something? Like, oh man.
Oh, I think it might be Downslope. You might be right.
That's gonna bug me.
Third one. I can't remember who did this one, but this my Callum wants to turn this into a who?
Sorry, it was ski free.
He wants to turn this into a costume, a mascot, but I don't think like this is a cool card. Like this would make a fun sticker, but I don't know if this would make a like. Would you walk around Eat Denver like this with like a sheet over yourself with like a little, like the eyes cut out like that? I don't know, man.
I wouldn't, and I don't think it's a good look for Aavegotchi.
I don't think so either. I don't.
Everybody's trying to talk about it.
Aavegotchi ghosty.
Everybody's trying to talk about it. I don't necessarily think the root of his idea is bad. Like to have an Aavegotchi mascot would be sick because they do have a Buffacorn running around at Eat Denver. So if we like put some, got the Dow to throw up like a couple $1,000 and get like a nice quality mascot printed off, now we're talking. I don't know about this sheet draping MVP business. I don't know about that. But it is a cool sticker. Shout out to the person that made that.
That was Contact, I think. I do like the sticker a lot. The colors pop. Good Red Rock sticker there.
Although, does Eat Denver have Red Rock? When I first saw
Contact,
this one, this one kind of hit me as like a Utah. Like if there's an Aavegotchi Utah festival, this would be like the vibe.
Yeah, it might be different biome in Denver, I think. I think Denver's more mountainous, trees, snows.
Yeah, I didn't think they had this in Denver, but still very cool sticker nonetheless. This one was really popular. This one's definitely up there, number 4. Nice 3D.
Trying to
This
remember
would
the
look really-
artists.
yeah.
Oh man, that one is pretty sweet.
I'll
that
go back
Thwomp?
to. I'll go
That
back
one's
to
a pretty
the.
cool. That I'm picturing that as a sticker too. That's really cool.
I
You know,
believe it is
something
that.
I've learned with stickers, it seems like it might apply with stickers too, but something I've learned with shirts is that big squares and rectangles aren't popular. People like things to be like form fitting. So that's why the die cut stickers will be pretty cool, because other than that, unless they're like circles, like people really don't like rectangle stickers and t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly.
Or hamburgers, if you ask Wendy's.
I kind of like square hamburgers, man. I don't know. It's different.
I was judging.
Yeah, this is gonna look cool as a die cut sticker. I totally agree. I would hate to have to cut this out by hand. Like that would suck. These two were, who made these 2 stickers here? These were Kravs.
Those are crabs.
Kravich. Yeah. Kravs made these 2. I like this rendition of them. If you guys saw if you saw the first version, the Gotchis looked very excited to be at Eat Denver. But they look a lot better now. He made some big edits to them, and they look a lot better, like Aavegotchi skiing instead of
I know. I
Aavegotchis
understand.
with
I understand what you're.
you
Yep.
know.
Yep. It's making a whole lot more sense now. I like the
Aavegotchi
the
eggplants.
skiing raffle. Yeah.
It's always with anything, there's always a TTP that you have to measure.
I like how you slid that in there. Very excited. Very excited to be at Eat Denver.
Yeah,
Children.
you
We're
got
all
the
a bunch
Dow
of children.
logo in the back. You got the ruffle.
It's gonna be
I
a
mean-
great sticker. I
I
hope it
mean,
wins.
when wearables for your raffles, that needs to happen.
Raffables. Lagan kind of started it with the hat, that mythical hat. Maybe it'll be a thing. We'll
That's
see.
right. Yeah, that's right. All right, 7. Can you guess 7 and 8? Can you guess who made these? I'm sure you can.
Oh, that's a Stellar Hobbs.
Yeah,
Hell
this is
yeah.
Sir Hobbs.
I like. The
I mean,
theme.
that
You
would
got
be
the cacti
disappointing if
theme
you
on the
weren't able
bottom.
to guess that.
Right.
I mean,
right.
oh yeah. Dude, I like that. Yeah, I like the noodle bowl in particular. That's really cool. Wait, what does
It's
the
very
other one
cool.
say? What is that? Oh, it is
Eat Denver.
Eat Denver, I see. This is one of those things where you see the memes where like people read things the way that they're like, they'll read them differently on purpose.
Don't dead
to,
open
like-
inside. Yeah.
That's
You
one of
gotta
those.
know.
You're like, wait, what? Well, it's also because there's this. Oh, that is the V for Denver. Okay, I thought that was a flame V. You see, that threw me off.
Mm.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Somehow my brain
It's a
read
word
all the letters,
jumble.
aggregated it, and I knew that it said East Denver by just looking at the ghost. Somehow my brain decoded this in real time.
It is East
That's
Denver themed. So
And it's the This Is Fine, the Friends This Is Fine kind of.
and slightly
to it.
cuter. This ghost is a little bit
It's the big
cuter
eyes.
than the This Is Fine ghost.
Yeah, I
But I'm
prefer
gonna wear
the
that
second.
T-shirt to Denver. I'm gonna have the This Is Fine T-shirt
Oh,
That's a
that's
good
great.
idea.
You got the SBF on the
on
sleeve.
the
There.
sleeve.
That's,
Happy
Speaking of
Walmart,
which,
forget.
those Lone Raffle and Sus shirts also have sleeve print as well. So
Oh,
nice.
cool. This
Let's
one I didn't
see
see. This
here.
one I didn't see these two here until I looked at the form. I didn't see them come through on the Discord.
I haven't seen this one come through the Discord either. Actually, I'm trying to see. This is Gotchi Farmy that created this. So two Gotchi Farmy creations here. You got Eat Denver 2023 with this like liquid kind of this liquid ghost coming through this portal. You got the Eat Denver 2023. Very cool.
it's a good
Yeah.
question. When purple shirts?
Foreign's asking in chat when purple shirts. I have like a.
I'm surprised we
purple
don't have any
thin hoodie.
purple shirts. Now that I think about it, though, I do love purple, but I don't wear it very often.
Does the big cartel shop sell shirts like as an option?
Yes,
I think so.
So
They probably call it
typically,
like blueberry or something.
yeah, whatever the shirt. You're right. I've never even thought about it. Yeah, grape. But typically, what I do with any design when I'm setting it up is I'll go through all of the colors and I'll only select ones that look good. But then in some cases, with some shirts, I was like, well, we're gonna do this limited. We're only gonna let this shirt be on 3
Right.
colors and stuff like that. But with other shirts, I just went through, like for the Lone Raffle and Sus, there's a lot of colors for that shirt. And the GMI, there's a lot of colors because it was basically like whatever it looks good on, you can have it.
Yeah.
Except I didn't make a black Lone Raffle and Sus because it doesn't look good on black. So,
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
All right, we got this one up here. This was from Kravitz.
Which one? The top, the diamond, or the whatever shape that
Both
is?
Again.
Both.
Wait, not both.
You know what that
And his
reminds me of? It
inspiration-
reminds me of Sonic money. Not Sonic. What am I thinking of?
Well, let me
Legend
grab
of
this
Zelda.
image
I'm
here.
tripping. Totally.
Oh,
having
the
a brain
rupees.
fuck.
The rupees.
It totally
yeah.
looks like a rupee.
Looks like a rupee. I'm thinking those are rings.
This
man.
is
Sonic's
actually
got
from.
rings.
It looks like it's Vitalik's shirt or something from a previous year because he has a. I don't know how to share it, but Vitalik was wearing the shirt at ETH Denver 2022, and now he's turned it into a sticker. I think that's what's happened here.
Okay.
Metaception there. I like it.
Metaception. I wish I could show you this picture, but actually, it's in the Aavegotchi artist thread. He has like Vitalik wearing this shirt, ETH Denver shirt. So very cool. ETH Denver 2023. I honestly don't get this one very much, but it's still an entry nonetheless. This was from Gotchi Farmy from the Pixel Sensei. So
It's just a
we all know
zoomed in.
Pixel Sensei.
This is just a zoomed in Gotchi face. That's the top left corner is the lemniscate. This purple plus is the eyeball that where it says Aavegotchi is the smile, and you got the dimple.
Oh,
Nice. Nice.
Just wanted to share that real quick.
nice. Yeah, that's what I was talking about there. ETH Denver 2023. Well, that's good. We all know what Pixel Sensei is capable of.
Oh yeah, I like that. It's very simple, very like clean, pixelated. Like it's got a glitchy effect that I love. I'm into it.
It took me a little while to see it, but Z-Fi, once you pointed that out, now I can't unsee it. It actually does look quite
good.
Interesting.
You have to know. It's kind of one of those. If you know, you know.
Oh, it's almost like a parcel art. Like when I had to do the parcel art on small, like on a reasonable, like that's kind of like what it came out like.
That's the resolution you get.
Oh yeah, that is the resolution you get.
Yep.
Very cool. All right, next up we got 13 and 14.
That's
you guys
Soju.
guess who did the? I mean, it's hard not to know. I'll ask you. I was gonna say out of these two, which ones do you like better?
I picked the yellow one.
I mean,
the yellow
are
one
these?
Was one of my votes.
They're basically the same, but I kind of like. That's hard. I kind of like the color of the bottom one better, but I like the eyes open.
I like the color of the top one.
So I think I'm still going to go with the bottom one.
Ooh, all right.
Overall, I'm picking the bottom.
I like the. I like those of the facial expression. I like that. So
yeah, it is more vibrant. It'll probably look better on a sticker.
That was my thought. Is it had more of that color pop?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of it. So that was 14 entries. So let's go look at our survey.
The survey says
Thanks, Steve.
Option 4 and 11. So let's start with the first two. So option 4 and 11 were the two most popular. So let's see here. Option 4. Oh, what? This? Okay. All right.
This is where
Option
we need to
4.
get green screen. That's the next level up for the show is green screen. So I can stand in front of it and be like, wait, other way.
Vanna White.
Option 4 that was the most popular. People really seem to like that one. So option 4. Next, option 11, which
So
is this
4
one
was
here.
the T-Bird.
4 was
I mean, contact.
4 was
Contact.
Yeah.
Contact, and it's this one here.
Okay, so we got
So 4
Vitalik
and
in
11.
there.
Yeah, 4 and 11, and then let's see. So that's 34%. Next down is number 6. Let's see, number 6. Okay, yep. Number 6 made it into the queue.
Nice.
Next one. It's the next one down.
Let's see. The next one down. So number 6 was 28%.
I mean, like, there was 2 similar ones. The crabs ones.
Oh,
were, like,
number
just
6.
different
The lower
colorations.
one was the one that won.
It's the second. So hop back to that other screen or that other tab.
So it's this one. It's this one.
Scroll
The
down and
bottom
click.
one.
There you go.
Right.
You got it. I love the.
I
the
do
rock
kind of
wall
like
on
that
there.
one better too. I mean, it's just different color pattern, right? Like that's really the only difference.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eat Denver has more contrast on the second one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Option 6. And then let's see. So we moved down. Option 5 was the next popular. But that's this sticker right here. So I don't think we should print off this and this. So what
No.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna defer to the next one down. So
Yeah,
we'll
that
makes
actually
sense.
say, yeah, number 6 will win for the third spot. We'll defer the fourth spot to the next lowest. So 6, 5, and so the 20%. What's the next lowest here? Number 8. It looks like. Okay, yeah, totally. Stellar hops.
Oh man, the bowl of noodles too. I like it with the cacti.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get that.
Whoa, I
We'll get
just
that
noticed
cactus.
the cacti in the bowl. That
Yeah.
is dangerous.
They're delicious cacti. They're like meatballs made of
I like it.
pointiness.
Yeah,
I like it.
I love it. Okay, and then that leaves the last sticker. So the last sticker, 16% was the next lowest. So let's see. Looks like with 11% of the votes, option 13.
This thing doesn't automatically order the list. There's no way to do it in ascending or descending.
If you did an export, it would let you do it. Otherwise, it's timestamp order submissions.
Number 13, the gold one.
13, which will make a great sticker.
There you go. I
Okay.
think that's a pretty damn
Okay,
good selection.
Yeah, this is a great selection. Let me just go over them again. So we got Soju's entry number 13. We got this one here by Kravs. This one's
We'll call that
Vitalik
Vitalik.
the Vitalik. Yep. And then we got Stellar Hobbs here. We
Cactus
have-
nudes.
Yep. Cactus nudes. And then we got Eat Denver 2023 snowboarders.
Yep.
And then we got wait, hang on. I think did I count too many?
Oh man,
Did
I
I go
can't.
too
I'm
far?
not being quick enough. I had a nickname for the snowboarders, but it's not coming to. Oh, Cool Running. There you go. We're gonna call them Cool Running.
Cool run-ins. Okay, no. We got number 4. Number 4 is the cake. Then we have option 6. So 4. We got 6. Number 5, which we deferred that one. Then we have option 8, which is this. And then we have option 13, which is this one. Yeah. Okay. Did I get that right? I think so. That's
Sounds
five,
right.
right?
There's the
1,
five.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, those are the 5 stickers.
There you go.
Well, congrats to the winners.
This one was actually, congrats to everybody. We'll reach out to those people and get them their 50 ghost because there was bounties available for this.
Nice.
So we'll get them each 50 ghost, plus we'll take care of all the fees to print the stickers. We're going to try and do 100 of each. And so that'll give us like 500 stickers to give away. We probably won't end up all the way at ETH Denver. I have a feeling we'll be left.
I mean,
with like
I feel
10 to
like
15.
we're all gonna want to have at least a sticker pack for ourselves.
Keep
I know
a couple for me.
Z-Fi is gonna want me to send him one. I got a care package sitting here waiting for him.
Yes.
I was gonna say at least 10 to 15, probably 10 to 15 stickers, like from each collection, will probably be allocated for ourselves. I think that's fair.
Go.
Very cool. Okay, we'll get on production for these right away. I got to go talk to these people and see if I can get the order in and print it out.
Awesome.
I'll
Thank you
I'll
to
get
everybody
that
who
going right
submitted.
away.
Absolutely. And that's not the end of the art because we've got the fake Gotchi card that we're gonna do. ETH Denver GMI fake Gotchi card. So
Hell
we've got
yeah.
that form open, and that's gonna be open until next Tuesday. Is that?
Yep. We'll announce the winner on our show again next week.
Yeah, I figure this is a great place to announce these things. The timing's just right for these things. So,
and we need to mint that night, though. If that's the way it's going to go, we need to mint right after the show. Maybe even mint on the show. I mean, or put it in the queue. I mean, because
absolutely.
We need to get it done right away. That way, we've got 5 days. It'll be ready for us. We'll already be in ETH Denver by the time it comes out of the queue.
That's right.
You guys will
need
time to adjust and settle in and make plans.
The main thing doesn't start until after that point, so we're good.
Okay.
We're getting there when it starts, which is Biddle Week, and that's like the first. I think the real event doesn't start until Wednesday, or like the more public-facing event.
Yeah, so, that's right. The first half is kind of a little bit more quiet there, and more hackathon focused.
And anybody we meet in that first part of the week, we're going to probably see again in the second part of the week. So
absolutely.
Yeah. And how are we going with the distribution of these fakes?
So
I don't think that was stated, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't stated. So at this point, we're just thinking to mint the fakes out. So we'll get the 100 pieces minted. And then we'll probably end up giving a good portion away at our Biddle Cafe event that we're going to be doing. And then we'll do a couple on live stream giveaways throughout the week. And maybe we might just give a couple random away, like while we do our man on the street interviews. Like there's going to be many opportunities to.
Yeah, we've got to do something to make it a good get, And
we can give the artist at least one, right? Whoever ends up winning, they should definitely get a copy, at least one copy.
They should get a couple. Yeah, they should get a couple at least.
3 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's exciting. I shot that tweet over to Gerlene to see if she might want to do something, but I guess I can drop a little alpha. Like I'm really hoping that she's working on it tonight. I haven't talked to her, but we're going to be dropping a fake Gotchi for ETH Denver as well.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And it's not Lone Raffle and Sus Part 2. It's going to be something ETH Denver specific.
Nice.
So yeah, you guys got me a little hyped now because I'm an amateur artist myself, so I might try and get up in this contest and win my own bounty.
Rigged.
100% rigged.
In caps.
Rigged with no shame.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, man, yeah. So if Gerlene does both of these and she wants sound for them, I'm really putting a lot of work on myself. Like, Yep. Thanks. But that's how I live. Stack work, get it done,
Stack work, get burnt out, quit, restart over again.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Hey man, you gotta take breaks. I've been hearing a lot this week from people, not just myself, but other people saying that they could really use a break. And I think we could all use a break. Like, let's just turn the blockchains off. Let's just walk away.
Yeah, we
let's
can't
just.
stop if they're on. We'll miss too much. We just have to.
All
turn
right,
them
how about
off.
this? How about this?
That's right.
Everybody
You can't just
just
walk away. That's not enough.
take a break when we turn the curve off, because then the curve isn't forever, neither are you.
There you go. The curve is for sometimes.
Yep.
Do you think they'll ever turn the curve back on? They probably will. There'll be like a
No.
point where things start going down. They're like, turn it back on, turn it
You
back
can't
on.
just turn it back
Keep
on.
it at
Everyone would have to
69.
redeposit dye. Everyone would have to just put dye in for no reason.
there's
now
no
because they've
turning it
already
back
got the
on.
ghost. There's no turning it back on.
There's no putting
You
the
know, no-
toothpaste back in the tube.
No.
Nobody's talking about that. Everybody's looking at turning it off, and nobody's talking about, hey, can we ever even turn it back on? And the answer is
Why would you
no,
want to?
You can't.
Well,
you
they
can't
did.
turn it back on,
Someone
nor would
did
we want
ask
to.
if we could like just switch collaterals. Like, why not take dye out and put ETH? And it was like, that's just, you're actually just starting a
It's
whole
not
new
stable then.
curve. It's not the same thing.
Yep. And
It's
now
just
you're
a
talking about
curve with more
impermanent loss and
volatility
all that.
built in.
Exactly.
They were also discussing balancer pools to do, like, what are we going to do with the liquidity that comes out?
Well, there's a
You know,
couple
we
of
have
options
to
in
have.
core props, sig props.
Well, I think it's like 20 to 25% of it is going to be, or I guess at now it might be 30%. 20 to 30% will be for liquidity, which just means matching pairs. So it would be like either Ghost USDC, or it could be a balancer 3 pool if they wanted to do other things. But that's actually pretty interesting. Ernest from Bankless DAO and I were talking about this a long time ago. We were talking about like starting a balancer 3 pool that would be Bank Ghost and like a stable coin like USDC or DAI. But it would literally, like, the only benefit to doing that thing is that people who are both Bankless members and Aavegotchi members could easily swap between Bank, Ghost, and USDC. And then whoever starts the pool gets the fees. So if we were the ones that started the pool, we would get the fees. But you also have to add a big enough pool of Bank, Ghost.
I was
and
going to say, you
USDC
need
to,
the
like,
liquidity for each of those things.
Right. You have to have enough liquidity there for people to be able to move that market. But if you start the pool, people might start adding liquidity.
If you build it, they'll come. That is true.
Very interesting.
Sometimes.
Because it's a good bet on you if you're somebody like me and you, where we're like, if you did want to speculate between Bank and Ghost, putting it as an LP token in this pool, you're like, now the reason impermanent loss, the reason that like these are bad is because you're always buying the loser. Whatever is down, you're going to end up with more of,
Yeah.
So if Bank token is down, you're going to get a lot more Ghost for it. You're going to have less Ghost because Bank is down, and you're going to end up with a big pile of Bank. And
I always kind of stayed away from liquidity pools because of the impermanent.
Why I like
loss.
Aave. I mean, I do use Curve, don't get me wrong, but that's why I love Aave, because it's single-sided. It's, you're providing loan money, basically. It is still smart contract risk, and there is still the risk that if enough people start pulling their capital out, you might not be able to get yours out because there's not enough liquidity in Aave for everyone to pull their money out compared to the loans that are outstanding. But that's also
all banks.
That's
how
when
banks work,
interest
too.
rates go up. So whenever you see on Aave that the interest rates to borrow are like 40, 50, 80%, that's because there's less liquidity available. People have borrowed it to that point that like, well, if you want to borrow this, you're going to pay 40% on it because we're getting to the bottom of the barrel here.
Which makes
But
sense
at
because then
those
you're also
points-
incentivizing people to add liquidity to earn that 40%.
Exactly. Because on the other side, so
Got it.
if the borrow
DeFi.
amount, if the borrow amount is 40%, then what you're getting would be still something like 35%. And that's why Aave is in the profit, because there's always that discrepancy of the borrow rate versus the loan rate are their profit margins.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ethical profit margin. It makes sense.
Mhm.
And, But yeah, that's why I love Aave, because single-sided borrow lending.
I've always been into single-sided staking. I have never LP'd. I just like, I don't quite get it. I don't want to mess with it. It's
Aave makes
I don't wanna
even
deal
more
with
sense than
taxes.
staking, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
you know,
because if you're staking, you're like generating new assets. Whereas
Right.
with Aave, you're earning interest. You're loaning, you're borrowing, you're earning. It's very simple. Like, we know this process.
the
We've had this
mechanism
in
that
other.
Aave does existed before the blockchain.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, we're familiar with the
And
basics. It's just blockchain technology.
it's over collateralized lending instead of what we have in meat space,
Nice.
which is under collateralized lending.
Right.
It's how a bank should always run, in my opinion.
But banks are only required, at least in the United States, they're only required to have 10% of their customer deposits.
But that's
in
what
the
I'm
bank.
saying. That's the
90%
problem.
of everything
That
can be
is the
loaned out.
problem.
That's the problem.
Fractional reserve banking.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
that's
thing.
the
When
problem
people are
with
looking,
fractional bank. Yeah.
when people are looking into the crypto space and going to different sexes and going to wherever else and saying, show your proof of reserves, and everyone's on this proof of reserves bent, it's like, you better hope that doesn't make it to the real world, because
Oh,
we
it's
don't
funny.
have reserves.
Proof of reserves. Well, I mean,
It-
the United States has a proof of a 90 trillion deficit, if that's a reserve.
That is money, they
It's a
say, right?
reserve. It's just a reserve.
We
of
have a
debt.
reserve of a lot of debt.
Yep.
What were you
But I
saying,
mean,
Hefe?
it's funny though, because like I used a centralized crypto exchange. It was a small exchange called CoinSquare, and I used that for a little while. And I remember there was like a week where, like, this was before the FTX stuff, but there was a week where they weren't getting me my funds over. Like, it was just like in kind of limbo. And I emailed them and I was like, hey, what's up here? And it's just like a back and forth. Like, I guess they thought they were dealing with like a normie. So they're like, this and that. They gave me some BS excuse of like why the money could have been stuck between my bank and them, when on my end it looks like it cleared. So it's like, you motherfuckers obviously have the money. And it's like, so
Someone
like,
better
I'm
tell
just
me.
curious, like, where can I look on your site to see your proof of reserves? Like, I just want to know how much you have, like, backing all your deposits. And I got the money back that day. They sent me the money that day.
Imagine.
And so it's funny. It's like, don't even go around asking questions about that kind of stuff. It's like,
Well, good for you, man.
I was kind of surprised there. But we don't have to worry about that in DeFi, which like people are starting to realize that. So
yeah, because the SEC is protecting us, right? That's why we don't have to worry. Consumers are definitely protected in DeFi.
Yeah,
from the
protecting
SEC.
you from getting wealthy.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I had to get my stab in there.
I mean, we've been talking about this a lot.
Dumb news after dumb news.
Yeah, the SEC is getting weird. It's getting crazy. And we talk about this stuff a lot, but what do you think about the possibility of NFTs being considered securities?
It's almost a certainty at this point, because they're stupid and they're just going to go full blown into it. And when that becomes a law, baseball cards are now securities.
Right. But I guess that's why, is it bearish or is it bullish NFTs? Because so I think right now, I was thinking, okay, let me relate it to governance. Okay. I was thinking about this with governance token. All right. The weird thing, like, if you think about this, to reward someone in governance token for doing governance means that the people who govern will always get more power. It's like literally inequality built into the framework of the system. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
When you pay someone in governance token to govern, you're giving them power for being powerful. It's so if you pivoting back to NFTs and why I said it that way, the reason we have governance token is because people are afraid of their token being considered a security. However, if your token is a security, if your NFT is a security, then can't you just openly say, like, this thing is meant to accrue value? And yes, you're going to have to jump through some regulatory hoops, but that just means that you can do your business out in the open now. You don't have to like do some obfuscation.
Select investors. It wouldn't
Exactly.
be open then to any investor. It would only be open to accredited investors in the United States.
I guess that's kind of right. The thing is, they're not going to go after baseball cards, and they're not going to go after every project. They're only going to go after projects that accrue
Whatever's
a big
convenient for them or profitable for them to attack. This is the same approach that they used with the broker recording or broker reporting.
Well, that's the reality with the
Everyone's
SEC.
a broker. Good luck enforcing that.
They can go after, right, exactly. How can they enforce certain things? And the reality is they can go after whoever they want. So while you're
Bingo.
saying
They
that
just want the
changing
loophole
those laws will make, guitars, some of these guitars are considered collector's items. So
Cool
it will make
securities you got there,
guitars
bro.
and baseball cards and all these things that are collections
Yep.
to be considered. Beanie Babies could have at one point been
Classic
security.
cars, anything that you buy
But
with
they're
the
not
hope that it
going to
includes.
go after those things. So that's what it comes down to, is setting the law to say we can do it doesn't mean that they will do it. It's the same thing with like every piece of media you used to watch in the Blu-ray, DVD, VHS days said like the FBI will come after you if you pirate this thing, or if you show it to more than 5 people, or any other number of things.
If you have a house party and you're showing this to people who didn't purchase the film,
right,
you owe us for every copy, every person.
How many people went to prison for that? Not many.
Yeah. I think what we're also seeing here with the SEC and just large institutions in general, like we're seeing this here where I live with the healthcare system. It's like these large institutions they're too top heavy for their own operations anymore, and they're starting to feel like they're losing relevance in this system now, this parallel system that we interact with every day, that doesn't need all these senseless laws and regulations to operate efficiently. And they're seeing that, and so it's kind of like the old guard is starting to lose relevance, and it's like we got to come up with like these 1,000 bullshit laws to regulate you guys because we need to drag you down to our level because we know you're superior to us in every single way. And I don't think the SEC is going to be around in the next 10 years, to be honest. I don't think there's going to be there might be some other there might be some other corporation or some other kind of regulatory entity. But the SEC is not going to exist. I don't think they're losing relevance like by the month. Every time they fuck up, people know exactly what they did and where they went wrong, and they have to go back on their word like over.
But if you look at the history
of
politics, you don't get removed when you fuck up. You just keep fucking up.
Here's my big thing with this whole deal is the reason I don't worry about getting legitimacy from the powers that be is because the entire point is to disrupt those systems. And the name of the game is sufficiently decentralized, because the bottom line is if your project is sufficiently decentralized, they can't do anything about it. Just like what happened with Zcash.
Yeah.
They shut down Zcash. They did get the developer. So that's very scary that if you write code, you can somehow be put in prison for this thing. They did try to go after the project, but the bottom line is like all those OFAC sanctioned validators and blocks, it's gone, lower and lower, and your transactions aren't blocked. They just take a little bit longer because you have to search for a validator that'll put it through. So there's actually no harm done but them like posturing and just showing how ineffective they actually are. And now we have metrics to show how ineffective they are.
Yeah, that's a good point you make. So crypto, what I'm hearing from you is crypto is kind of self-reliant. Like for the most part, we regulate ourselves. Everything's on chain. You can see when there's money being moved around. You can see when there's a fraud happening. You can see it on chain. And so in that sense, you don't need like a regulatory body like the SEC to look at everything and be like, this is legitimate or this is not legitimate. It's done in a decentralized way, but only if you're sticking to the tenets of decentralization, which we've seen. What organizations that stray away from that, they're the ones that get hammered. We've seen that with all the centralized exchanges.
And that's why the laws won't matter if you're sufficiently decentralized, because they can say like, okay, like let's take DeFi, for instance. If they were to say, well, every DeFi protocol needs to be KYC, you can't do any business with any customer, they're going to somehow block these websites. I promise you, you will be able to find a pirate front end and continue doing business with Aave and Uniswap and any other
even a
DApp you want to
VPN.
do. It will. When it happened with the Zcash thing, they actually for like one day, Aave threw up this warning that says like, oh, these assets are frozen because of certain accounts were. It was literally less than 24 hours before they were. But when they did that, they were like, here, go download this other front end and run it yourself. There was a link to go run your own front end for Aave. And then 24 hours later, everything was back to normal. Like, so literally did nothing, you know, scared people just a little bit.
All right.
But the Zcash guy, he's in prison right now. So that sucks.
For what? Making
for writing
code
that North Koreans or Iranians may have used.
Unfortunate.
Or no, they did.
So
in some cases, we know that Iranians used it. We don't know if North Korea used it, but they're assuming.
Yeah.
But either way, he didn't do anything. He wrote code that someone used. So if Iran uses Microsoft 98, does Bill Gates go to prison?
Right.
Yeah.
My next question was, if I make a painting
no.
and someone owns it in Iran or North Korea, do I now go to prison because I made a painting that someone else wanted?
I'll take it to another level.
Slamdance shows Iranian films every year, and we can't send money to those filmmakers or have them come into the country. Like, there's a lot of times when like they send money to certain people to fly in and stuff like that. But Iran is a country where we show their films. But sorry, just the wave.
Huh.
Nothing we can do with you.
Yeah, I mean, code is a language, right? So it would be like saying, you know, you can't speak Chinese in the US. Like, you can't speak any language, pick any language. And you can't speak Arabic in the US. Like, that's basically what they're with not being able to write code in a certain country or a certain type of code in a country, because you're just banning a language. You're just saying you can't use this language here.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a freedom
speech.
of speech. Yeah, it's a freedom of speech thing.
Well, I'm seeing the time here. We've got 2 minutes to run through all of the Aavegotchi ecosystem.
I just flipped everybody for no reason.
Updates. So we're, I guess, skip a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good show. I was actually thinking about this, so it's funny. Like,
conversation.
We definitely have our work to do here as far as like updating everything that's going on. But I feel like as a podcast and as like a show, in order for your content to be rewatchable or at least somewhat evergreen, it can't be all topical or it doesn't age well. Yeah. So you have to have just, you know, stuff being talked about, or even if it 100%. Is like topical, having it be a broader thing is like really cool, because you can kind of like place a time and a place to all these things, you know?
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm happy with how it turned out. It just won't be going today.
Was it last week that Mycelium showed up and I think we spent the whole
But it was another good conversation again. You know, it was a good it was a good back and forth. It was a good kind of a group thing. So this is good. This is healthy.
Yeah, I like when friends show up and jump in the chat. So
me too.
Anybody's welcome. We always drop the studio link in GMI so that anybody can jump in. Foreign always shows up.
That's awesome. Foreign's a trooper. Zfi, I was gonna say, your wall, your prints are looking great. Yeah. That's like really well filled out back there.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't added to it in a while. After I lost my job, it was like, okay, pump the brakes, but I still have some space. I've got space on that wall. There we go. On this wall, I want to put some stuff in here, some things up there, and then I got to switch. Mm-hmm. How does my hand go? There we go. I got to switch these top ones. But once I get some income turned back on, I've got a list of canvases I got to get printed. Yeah, I am happy with it, even if I'm feeling kind of down only and frustrated on or whatever.
And we also have the verified fakes.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't have any of those yet. These are all.
I don't
these
have
were all way before
either. Man,
all of these were purchased and hung before fake.
Maybe I need to talk to Jesse and Coder Dan about getting on the verified fakes with that Lone Ruffle and Sus. I don't know.
Maybe
anybody can get in there. You just got to DM them and say, "Hey, we want to do it."
Give it a shot. one more thing to put on your plate, right? one more to-do list.
Oh, so
but I
many
think it's a
things.
good idea.
Oh yeah, I guess I can drop a little more alpha just while we cut it out. I am going to be working with Beats on Lens. I'm going to be dropping music through Beats.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
when I come back
Beats
from
by Dre beats? What's
not
what's
Beats by Dre.
What's
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I thought you were going next level here. Something.
it
Yes,
was pretty
you got
casual
me.
to be dropping.
Hold-
Yeah, I'm partnering with Dre.
Hold on,
Expect
let me.
Dre now.
They sent me the announcement.
no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Yeah, it's the Beats app.xyz. It's a new music platform. But it's like a kind of like sound.xyz, you know, it's like a new music platform, dropping music. Dragon did some music through there. I think Connect the Coast is connected up with them now. I don't remember who else. I actually was just listening to some music there the other day and was going to start making playlists. And then I realized that it was like Valentine's Day. And I was like, oh, I'm going to just do something weird for Valentine's Day. So I've got a weird playlist coming up next. But I will be doing some playlists through beatsapp.xyz as well. And oh, look, Gerline just jumped in the chat and said, hey. So we are going to be in Sound of the Ghost, hanging out, chatting it up, being friends, being friendly, talking about whatever, and listening to this creepy playlist. I said creepy. I don't know. Maybe it's creepy. I got this Valentine's playlist we're going to be listening to. What else? Oh, yeah. Join us in the morning for GM with GMI, of course, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So grab your chai, your oatmeal, tea, whatever.
Chai oatmeal. That's
not
okay.
The same thing. Comma. There's a comma there, sir.
I think I'd probably try it though. I'd try chai oatmeal.
Chai oatmeal. I mean, yeah, chai oatmeal would probably be really good. Yeah.
Actually, that doesn't sound too bad.
Some cream in there.
I mean, I put cinnamon.
Sounds really good now that you're saying.
I put cinnamon in mine anyway.
I mean, yeah, I love cinnamon oatmeal. So, like, oh, Gerline said, how'd you guess what I'm eating? She's eating chai oatmeal. There you go. No,
okay, there you go.
Dude, yeah. I make some pretty fire chai coffee. Fresh ground herbs and the whole deal.
They call it that red eye, don't they?
My own recipe. But now I want to do chai oatmeal. That sounds like... There's a part of me that sounds like it'd be really good and spicy, but there's a part that almost makes me feel like it would taste like perfume for some reason. And I don't know where that's coming from.
Interesting. Maybe an overnight oats would soak up too much of that smell. You might be onto something there. Worth an experiment, though. I think I would try it.
Worth an experiment. Well, I agree, friends. It's been a great conversation. I really appreciate you coming out with us, Hefe and Foreign. Gerline jumped in as well. You know what? I need to start. I thought about this earlier. We're going to have to start doing this in the show. We need to start talking to the chat and telling people to like sound off and tell us who's in the crowd. Because we usually have a lot of people watching, but they're quiet. So I don't know who's there.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know.
When we get everything going full through the 402 and stuff like that, we're going to know who's coming to our streams. We're going to have wallet addresses. We're going to be able to get POAPs and NFTs and other cool stuff. We're always so busy, but I just want to step up the game. 1% better.
There's so many cool tools. There's so many opportunities to like do an awesome thing with Web3 stuff. And you got to choose, you know.
I think my monitor TV just died.
I'm still getting you.
I have a monitor TV right here and it just turned off and the power light is not even like, it has like a off light. That's not on. So I think it just...
That's what my TV did. I think it might be a fuse. It's either the board or there's a fuse on the board. I haven't taken
It's an
mine
old
apart
TV
yet.
too. This is from like... This is an old TV. This is like Gerline's ex-boyfriend's TV. So this thing is like a decade old at least. So
it's seen some hours then.
If it dies, I just got some new space, some new real estate on my desk.
Cool.
Yep. All right, friends. See you in the morning. See you at zombie time in just a few minutes. And happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friends Day. I think it's in Sweden. It's Happy Friends Day.
I like that so much better. Sweden's got it right. They know what they're doing over there.
I was
Happy
joking on
Friends Day.
Lynn's, the last joke of the night. I was saying that Valentine's Day is just an American holiday in which we celebrate the Valentine's Day massacre because of our obsessions with chocolate, violence, and Italian people.
Okay, all right. Interesting take. Interesting take.
So there you go. That's my new holiday. And with that, we'll see you soon, friends.
See ya next time.
Later.